Hales and Frank Morrell.
Randy, right
yeah,
here.
Randy. That's one that he ought to savor, that tape in there with Mark Curtis kissing feet and all of that, Randy.
First of all, Lance, I don't want to play that tape today. And if I could have everybody's attention real quick, Lance, I don't want to play that tape, and I want to come out here today. The situation that goes back the last 4, 5, 6 weeks, Lance, with the Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and now the situation today with this Brandon Baxter and the phone call from Brian Lee. I had to come out and respond to that situation because I can't understand, Lance. I mean, it just blows my mind how anybody, any human being, can have such a total lack of respect for somebody like Doug. Now, everybody knows that Doug Gilbert hadn't always been the favorite person in the world, and everybody knows that I hadn't always got along with Doug. But what they don't understand, I was there, Lance, and we've had this conversation on February the 18th in Nashville. I was the guy.
I know.
That got the phone call when Buddy Wayne called me in the car, and when Doug came to the building, Lance, I was the guy that had to go back in the back of that building, take Doug out, and it was the hardest thing that I've ever done in my life, Lance, and it's the hardest thing that Doug has ever heard in his life. And for somebody like this Brian Lee and Brandon Baxter to make light of that situation, it's horrible. Doug, you know, is just his emotions you can imagine. I just wanted to come out here and get my feelings out. I just want to apologize that comments like that were made on
well, they're from guys, Randy,
that I'm responsible for. I mean, they are absolutely sick, Lance. I came out here not really knowing what I was going to say. Those guys are absolutely sick, Lance.
They got no taste, no class, no question. We understand what you're saying, Randy, and I tell you what we'd better do, Dave. We'd better get on to our next match. We've got a dandy coming up here. So let's go to Corey.